What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Funnels for Real Estate Agents. And today we're going to walk through one specific type of funnel called a lead squeeze funnel. So we're going to walk through what it is, why it's useful, and especially why it's important for real estate agents to have. And then I also have an example that we could also just go through as well. So a lead squeeze funnel is basically to help generate leads. So the strategy of the lead squeeze funnel is you're going to provide something of value. So whether it's a guide, an ebook, or some sort of checklist, or basically something that you're going to give away for either for free or of a low price in exchange for the person's contact information. So this could be like the name and email address typically. If you do anything more than that, then it causes kind of friction and resistance on giving the contact information away. So that's why it's best to have not that many required fields to populate. So name and email address is probably good enough to get started. Basically, the customer sees the thing, they say, hey, I want to get that thing, and then they populate it, and then you're good to go. So that's kind of the strategy of why of the lead squeeze funnel. Now, the reason why it's important, especially for real estate agents, is you always want to have a consistent pipeline of leads. And so with the lead squeeze funnel, this is to help generate and capture those leads. So whoever lands on this funnel, the idea is, hey, let's get their contact information as quickly as possible so that we could start following up, whether it's email or phone call or something. So typically email, and then you could email them blog posts or helpful articles, or maybe it's to book a call of some sort. So I'm in my ClickFunnels account right now, and as you can see, it's only 2 steps. So it's not very complex, it's very simple, and especially it's very easy to use. And so this first page, this is to opt in to whatever guide or ebook or checklist you're giving out. And then the second page down here below, this is the thank you page. So this is where you actually give what you promised them, and then they could download it and view it. So not very complex, like I mentioned. This is an example. So we're going to actually go inside the funnel itself. And so right here we have a buyer's guide that we're handing out as an example. So we have the spring 2024 buyer guide, the top things to consider when buying a home. So very clear, very simple, and it's kind of straight to the point as well. So over here on the left-hand side, we have a mock-up of the buyer guide that we're giving away for free. And then over on the right-hand side, this is the instructions that you provide so that people can get the guide. So here we have free instant access. Simply click the button below and I'll send a free copy of the spring 2024 buyer guide. And so when we click on the button, a pop-up appears. So this is what I was talking about, where you would want to capture the person's contact information. Importantly, the name of the person and also the email. So very quick, they click the button, they populate the information, and then they click this button as well to get access now. So this funnel is very simple and straight to the point. I have it kind of the shorter version of the lead squeeze funnel. I've seen lead squeeze funnels where they're a little bit longer, and usually down here below the mock-up of the gift and also or the checklist, ebook, and whatnot, and this button below, I've seen it where it's longer, where it talks about like what is the problem, and then they try and like agitate the problem. So it kind of helps like induce some sort of like urgency to get the guide to help them solve the problem. So this is kind of the shorter version of it. But like I mentioned, someone's going to come here, they're going to look at it, say like, oh, I want the buyer guide. I'm going to click this button. They'll click the button. They'll populate the full name, their email address, and then they'll click get access now. And that's what's going to take them to the second page. So the second page is a thank you page. So this is, the headline is thank you for signing up. Your download is ready. And this is very clear of what they need to do, which is important. Because with sales funnels, we don't want to confuse the customers or the prospects or the leads. We want to make it as simple as possible, and usually that's why there's only one call to action. And so with here, we have kind of steps of what they need to do. So the first step is to download their free Spring 2024 buyer guide, and they can do that by clicking this button here, which if they click it, you'll have it hooked up inside ClickFunnels, so it kind of opens up a new page, and then they could download it directly to their desktop. So that's just something to keep in mind. And then down here below, this is kind of important and kind of a neat strategy as well. So step 2 is book a free consultation. So with prospects and leads that are very interested, where they're like, hey, I want the buyer guide, and maybe they're kind of like seriously in need of help of like trying to buy a house, or just want like free information or a free consultation. That's why we have this button here below. And this is important too, where we clearly identify the steps of 1, get the guide, 2, book a call. And so when we click this button here, this could be linked to your Calendly account. It can also be linked to ClickFunnels actually has the ability to, you could connect to Calendar and you could book calls through ClickFunnels. So similar to Calendly. So I would probably recommend one of those 2 options where you could attach that link to this button so they would be able to sign up. And so you could think of this as trying to identify the basically the buyers that are very interested. And then down here below, this is the footer with the privacy policy. And so that's the strategy behind the lead squeeze funnel. So the lead squeeze funnel essentially is something that you provide of value to a lead or a prospect or a customer in exchange for their contact information. So that's the first page. The second page is the thank you page, where you deliver of what you promised them. And then also too, if you like, you could also go the extra mile and do a step 2 where it's book a free consultation, where you could try and get them on a call, and then you could sell them live on the call, or at least try and get them as a client. So that's the strategy, and that's why the lead squeeze funnel is also important for real estate agents. Obviously, for real estate agents, you want a consistent flow of leads, and this is one of the best funnels to get leads and to capture contact information and to help you grow your real estate business. And so what I'm going to do is in the comments below, I'm actually going to give you a template that you could import to your ClickFunnels account, and then you could just upload the pictures that you would need, and then also you could add your lead magnet and also your calendar as well. Just due to copywriting issues, I won't be able to do it with the images, but it should be simple enough where you could just go in there, click the image, upload the image you like, and then get started. So I'll give you a template to use for ClickFunnels 2.0. I'm also going to link down below a way to get a 14-day free trial of ClickFunnels. You could test it out during those 14 days, see if you like it, and if you enjoy it. But if you don't, you could also like cancel anytime. And then I'm also going to link 2 more additional resources as well. One is called the Your First Funnel Challenge. Now, with the Your First Funnel Challenge, this is a great introduction to learn about sales funnels and about ClickFunnels 2.0 as well. You'll be able to learn from a lot of different entrepreneurs and marketing experts, and then you could actually build your first funnel through this challenge. So this is a great resource. And I'm also going to link a book called .com Secrets. With this book, this also goes more in depth on the lead squeeze funnel and also other funnels as well, and also just marketing in general. So if you like reading, this is a great book. So that's the 4 resources I'm going to link down below in the description. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And also too, I love to hear your feedback as well. So if you have any comments, maybe things that you would like to learn, or just maybe questions about this YouTube video, I really appreciate it. And I hope you could comment and ask. So until then, we'll see you next time on Funnels for Real Estate Agents.